What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Two-Wheeled Rider YouTube channel. My name is Orsini, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the MoniMoto 7, which is a motorcycle GPS tracker. So I bought this device a little over a year ago with my own money. This was not sent to me, though full disclosure, the link down in the description to this is an affiliate link, so if you decide to order one, I will make a little bit of money off of that. But want to let you know my experience with it. So the main reason I bought it, we were going to an away race, Noah and I, and we weren't going to make it to the track in time to drop the bike off. We had his 85 in the bed of my truck, so I did all the things that I would normally do with not having the trailer with me. Backed the truck up to a light post so you can't get the tailgate down. It's parked under the light. Also had a cable lock going through the frame and the bed of the truck, but I wanted a little extra protection so his bike didn't run away in the middle of the night. And that's where I went with this, which is actually a very, very simple device. What's included in the package is you have this little transmitter and you have a receiver or a key fob, whatever you want to call it. And it's actually really, really simple. So what you do is you take this and you place this somewhere on the bike. Now in his case, it's a small bike, so there wasn't a whole lot of places to put it. I ended up hiding it inside the airbox. And then the key fob, it goes on your keychain. It's pretty simple. So the way it works is if someone disturbs the bike, moves it, runs away with it, bumps into it, with enough force, then it's going to notify you. And the way it notifies you is actually pretty cool. So this has a SIM card embedded inside of it, and you download their app. I'll show what the app looks like on the screen. It takes a couple minutes to set up, and then basically you're done. So if these two things are separated and this moves, it only takes maybe 30, 40 seconds, and then your phone's going to ring. When your phone rings, that means your bike's on the move. At that point, you can start to track your bike, that's the cool part about it. This basically acts as a GPS tracker, and you'll be able to see your bike. So in regular mode, you're going to get updates every 5 minutes. If you go into live tracking, it's every minute. So you'll see the bike, going down the street or wherever it's going. So I started using it about a year ago with the dirt bikes if we were traveling. I've also started using it on the 1290. What's cool about this is this thing is so small, you can put it anywhere on your bigger bikes. Now you can put it under your seat. What I found works for me is I just throw it in my top case or saddlebag, whatever, leave it there and forget about it. You go into the hotel at the end of the night, you got your key fob with you, so they're separated. So if anybody moves your bike or tries to mess with your bike in the middle of the night, you're going to get a pretty much immediate phone call letting you know that it's been disturbed. There is no alarm going off on the bike itself or any of these things. They don't make any noise. It's simply going to your cell phone, so it's pretty cool. So let's talk about a few things. One, what does it cost? It's about 150 bucks, and you get a free 3-month subscription for the tracking service. After that, there is a fee. The fee is $49 a year, which I think is pretty reasonable. I mean, you're talking less than $5 a month. One of the things I like is you can hide it anywhere. And like I said, on small bikes, it gets a little more difficult, but on a full-size motorcycle, you can put this thing under the seat. You can get creative with it, and thieves aren't gonna know where it's at. Something else I like about it, it's not a permanent install. You don't have to hardwire anything into your bike. In fact, you can use this like I have on multiple bikes. You're traveling on another bike, take it off of that bike and throw it on the other bike. It's very, very simple to move. Because it's not hardwired in or hard installed in, you don't have to worry about any draining of your battery on your motorcycle because it runs off its own batteries. What's cool is it actually runs off pretty simple batteries, AA. You're probably wondering how long they last. These are a year old and they're still fine. I haven't had to replace them. The batteries in the key fob are I believe it's a 2032, which is a kind of a standard watch battery, key fob battery. Haven't had to replace it either. Now, how do you know if they're running down? Well, that's the cool part. The app will actually show you how good the battery life is on it, so you're not guessing and you're not having that thing on your bike and then finding out, when you wake up the next morning, your bike's gone because you didn't realize the battery was dead. So you shouldn't have any problems running down these types of batteries anywhere, any sort of drugstore, Walmart, department store, hardware store, whatever. A couple other things I like about it. It's an automatic arm disarm. You don't have to remember to turn anything on, turn anything off. If these two things are together, it's unarmed. If they go apart, it's armed. It's really that simple. So it's one less thing to think about. The other thing, because this does run off LTE, cellular service. It works in pretty much every country, but I'll put a link down there below so you can check, see if it works in your country. But North America, Europe, you should have no problems. Other places, just be sure to check before you buy it. So all in all, I'm going to show you guys how this thing works here in just a minute, but I don't really have any complaints. As long as you have a cell phone, or a smartphone, I guess I should say, and check to make sure. I think there was one Android operating system that it might not be working with, so be sure to check that out. I know it works on iOS just fine, but as long as you have a cell phone and these two things, your bike is protected. If there is one downside, it is that there's a subscription service for it, but at $49 a year to protect your bike, I think it's a pretty good deal. So I'm going to show you guys how this thing works, then we're going to come back here and wrap up the video. All right, so we're going to test this thing out. I'm actually in the car. I left the fob inside the house. I've got the transponder sitting here on the seat. We're going to start up the car, and we'll start a live timer from the time I start moving, so you can see how quickly this is going to go. And we ought to see a phone number popping up on the Apple CarPlay. And there it goes. So we'll throw the time up for how long it took, but. So anyway, guys, that is the MoniMoto 7 motorcycle GPS tracker. You could use it on your ATV, UTV, use it on just about anything you want. It's pretty cool. A lot of great features for $150 and then less than $50 a year to subscribe to it. So if you do a lot of traveling, or you park your bike outside, whatever the case may be, if you have a need for some additional protection for your motorcycle against theft, definitely check it out. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, considering that subscribe button, because if you like motorcycles, well, this is the place to be. If you have any questions about this, let me know down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon.